Okay, go. Okay, I'll go.
You want me to go? Okay, I'm going.
Yeah, you gotta go so I can stay in front of you up here. Okay, so finally getting started with harvest. Today is D-Day, the day of days. Day of days, D-Day. I suppose that's what that is. Day of deliverance. Amen to that. All right, so I've got to go up here on top of the hill up here and stake it out, so he can come through with the 12-row head, because we're too lazy to put the thing on the trailer. All right. Yeah. So like I said, harvest starts today. Notice the nice Toy Story-esque clouds in the sky, right? It is a beautiful day to start harvest on the September 24th. We're going to be starting here at one of my 4 favorite landlords. I will want to start. I just got to dump this shatter cane that I've got to dump it in the back of the pickup. Obviously, we gotta go get other gear anyway, so. Looks good.
3871.
Yes, sir. Isaac's getting started. Go.
You do this calibration, so the mass flow sensor that detects the changes in yield, so it knows
What zero is?
what zero, when there's no grain coming through the combine, how much is it going to vibrate? That's what it figures out, right?
Moment
Auto track.
we've all been waiting for
this for months.
Yeah, by the way, the chemical program did not do very well with some shutoffs here in the corner. So we're having a problem with the shiv down there, the variable speed. It's not wanting to, you get too much stuff going on and it just kind of slows down. Day 1 problems. So this moves in and, wait.
Moves up here, that's just spring loaded.
This is spring loaded. That one moves in and out. And so it changes the speed of the operation of the head and the feeder house. In this case, bringing the corn in through the feeder house through here up into the machine. But a while ago I didn't get it recorded, but it was smoking. We redid parts of the upper one. We did a new bearing in it. But this thing is covered in grease.
Just take it back and wash it off.
He's on the phone with Terry, the expert, right now. Hey, what did he say?
So the doctor said, take,
Dr. Terry,
take that one apart.
take the one we put the bearing on, the upper. Why?
Seal was good enough. It was holding grease. I mean, there was a little deal in it, but it wasn't like a giant gouge. And if maybe because of like a hydraulic, the deal that's hooked to this hose, when you take it out, that's a hydraulic cylinder. It moves back and forth.
Yep.
So maybe if the seals are out of that, then dumping oil in there. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff for grease.
So he's thinking it's that up there
Yeah, it's somewhere up here.
and not down here.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means we need to take the head off? Or no? Not necessarily. We just got to shut it off. Go get your pickup. I can bring the grain carts back.
Yeah.
Not very far from home. This
Thing.
is why we start close to home, because there's always something. Some stupid crap every time.
Let's drive back home. That way we can power wash all the crap off the belt. As much as I don't really want to, but even if you get it fixed, you're going to want to be able to clean the crap up.
Okay. So, yeah. It'll be easier to deal with it at home. Okay, so back to home we go. When you get up there, just turn your radio on. I'll go sit in front of the house. So, coming back. I'm blocking off the top of the hill by my house here. And Isaac's coming up the road. He's just going to pull in here. Then we've got to go to Deer and get some more parts to properly rebuild this shiv, I think. Okay, so you're thinking...
Bull crap.
I know.
Didn't even get 1 acre done. Spent
Like-
all that time and working on this dumb thing.
Daylight's burning. So we can just go get parts right now. Well, or I guess one of us will. I'll go. Is that... Or how much does it take to get this thing apart? It ain't very much, is it? We might as well just...
We'll just go get it.
Go get it.
We'll just go get it.
Hopefully nobody runs in my pickup up here.
Semi just comes over the hill and
Boom! Boom! Just boom! Okay, so the seal, you're thinking the seal wasn't too good, maybe?
yeah, and I think, gosh, there's a lot of stuff here for that to just be grease, and that seal wasn't that bad, so I think it's got to be that. Maybe the seals in the piston are messed up or something.
Okay.
So we'll get there, and then that's like all it could be. So, you know.
Right, it couldn't be anything else, right?
How the heck it could be anything else?
I looked it up. It's about 50 grand to switch the thing over to a gear.
Speed.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, what's the chances, huh?
They say, I mean, that's big money if that thing goes out, but you know what? Just change your oil, I think you'll be okay. I haven't really seen too many of those go out. And for the headaches this thing is,
It's
it's a lot cheaper to fix, but like, oh my gosh, it's high maintenance.
What is this?
Oh yeah, instead of the gearbox.
Oh,
It's the 5-speed one that you're talking about. It's like you basically have a little transmission back there behind the buddy seat.
right. So that is less maintenance, but it's more expensive when it requires maintenance.
When or if it goes kaput. But there's no belt you have to adjust.
Right.
There's
all the old
there's
combines.
No variables you take apart and have to do the bearings like every other year.
All the older combines would have been that way. I'm guessing all the older, like 6620s or something like, they wouldn't have been variable speed.
I don't really know.
I'm guessing it would have been like, oh, if you want to
think
change
they
your
are.
speed, then you got to change a sprocket or something. Or a belt, or, I don't know, pulley. Something. Watch this kid, he's going to be like a surgeon here. He's going to fix everything.
We're just getting into it.
I know.
We're just cutting it open. You know, I don't even know why they make these shields. Like
for some of
that's
the
really on there.
for some of the shields that they make, you know, easy to come off. Like when there's a fire, they don't make these ones easy to pull off. it was stuck. Okay, I'm gonna work on my pickup. Throw it down, man.
Try to release my anger.
The gloves are coming off.
Yeah, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, so here's the seal. Grease seal, and it's not looking the greatest.
I thought it would be fine.
Isaac thought it'd be fine before, Will. You thought wrong.
Yep, I found out. I farmed around and found out.
Farm. Funny. Okay, so are we going to replace the belt, or do you want me to go wash it off?
Go wash it off. So I think we fixed it.
Okay. Well, that's good. Don't knock my corn down. Right. All right. So some of the problem is, well, main problem, what Isaac was saying, where we had the rows plugging up. That was probably because the belt. Well, that was because the belt was slipping. Now Isaac's running over corn. Actually, he's not. He's knocking it over a little bit.
He's knocking the top of it.
Yeah.
What a familiar sight. Not a great one. So as you guys seen in the last video, or, well, last night, whatever, this thing was covered in oil. We took this part of it off and put all new seals in there. And then we went and we started picking corn. And it was acting fine to me, so I gave it to Sterling and thought everything was good. And as soon as I thought everything was fine, I sent a Snapchat about it being fixed. And as soon as I sent it, he literally came over the radio saying, "Come ride with me," because he thought that it was messed up. So before I even jumped up in the cab, I came over here and took the shield off and looked in here, and it's just sopping wet again with grease or oil, or I don't know what the heck it is. I think it's grease. I really do. So the plan is, I'm going to take that apart again. We're going to take this apart. We're going to make sure its seals are good. Even if they are good, I'm just going to put new ones in there probably. I'm going to take that apart, and I'm going to take some grease out. So that way, you know, if there's not too much grease in there, then it obviously can't leak if there's not enough grease. So, yeah. And then, as you guys have probably also seen by now, we put new stock rolls only on the left side of the head, which are intermeshing, as opposed to the rolls on the right side, they are not intermeshing. So maybe that's causing some kind of weird thing. I don't know. So we were thinking we'd take those off and spread them throughout the rest of the corn head. That way it's not all on one side and it's kind of, dispersing the load throughout rather than having it all on one side. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or if that's even part of the problem, but it kind of makes sense to where it could be. So yeah, that's what we're doing this morning. And maybe hopefully doing all that will work and we'll fix stuff to the point where we can actually get something accomplished today and get some corn picked. So that's the plan.
I think I do at the house. I was gonna ask which one of these rows was the one that was extra wide. I honestly can't tell anymore. So it's this one. So we take this one out. 6, 4, and 2. I know we've described it before, but these are the stock rollers. This is your row unit, so your corn stalks are going in here. And then these rollers grab it and rip the stalk down. So then pretty much the only thing going through the head is the ear. These all look very parallel.
This is, you can tell the deck plates aren't straight.
Yeah, no, this is it.
So you use your 18 millimeter.
Get them off.
Got the plates
Oh, okay. Yep. Don't lose the bolts.
Yeah, don't lose the bolts, and you might have to use like some of these. I might have to use a big, one of my big green snap-on O-ring picks to get the crap out. And those big nuts are a 13 millimeter, a 30 millimeter. And then,
So did you explain the...
Yes.
Okay.
And then on these ones, they have Allen bolts.
Oh.
There's 2 of them, and you'll have to roll them, and then there's 2 more.
Okay. So there's a total of 4.
Yes.
2 on each roller. Alright. Okay, fun.
And then when you go back on with them, you gotta put blue Loctite and torque it to like 90 foot-pounds.
Okay.
Plus 60 degrees.
Fun. Okay. This combine has plenty of horsepower. That cannot be the issue. But we're gonna change it up anyway and make it easier on the head, I guess. Well, I switched some knives and stuff around on the header. Isaac got some new shiv pulleys and stuff there on the left side of the feeder house. This is his second load since then, so I think we've got some success. So here we are. Been running now 12 acres over the last couple hours since we got everything back together. The sun's going down. Jeremiah's running the grain cart out here, and I'm running the combine. Isaac is off in town running the semi, and we're gonna fill the grain cart here, fill the semi, and then my father-in-law is coming tomorrow to haul grain to help out. So that'll be nice. Kids will enjoy that too. So yeah, things have been running pretty good now, and we're just thankful for the first full day after the fall start yesterday or last night. But we're having a good time, and we're very thankful for the good crop. So thanks for watching. Have a good evening.